So it's been some conversation over the last couple of days about this play in particular, which appears to just be an ordinary basketball play, but it appears that Caitlin Clark took exception to it. And I mean, rightfully so, possibly. It is what it is. To me, it's a regular basketball play, man, but I can't tell you that you can't take exception to it. But a few people have chimed in on it, most notably Jason Whitlock. And he's saying that she's actually got a worse attitude in terms of the WNBA and stuff like that. We're going to talk about all that and more in 1 second, man. But before we get started, make sure y'all like the video and comment y'all thoughts down below, because y'all already know we're trying to go with this thing to the moon, Dallas. Hey, if nobody told you guys this today, y'all, my brothers, my sisters, my family, love each and every last one of you guys, man. So anyway, Jason Whitlock, he just says, Jason Whitlock calls out Caitlin Clark for behaving like a petulant child and analogizes her child to King Joffrey and takes aim at those who defend Caitlin Clark and her whiny theatrics. Now, this is what I will say, man. Like, I understand. I'm an NBA fan. I'm a WNBA fan. I just love hoops. I love basketball. I watch everybody. My style of point guard that I prefer is much more of a Paige Becker style, right? Because like when Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers were playing, and when it was Iowa versus UConn, and I seen Paige out there with that big brace on her knee, I was like, dang, the chick with the cornrows with the big brace on her knee might be the best player on the floor right now. Like she's like, that was the first time I'd ever seen Paige Beckers play, and I had that thought. So I can definitely understand both standpoints. You like your player, you want to defend your player, but at the same time, people get tired of, like, just like people call them the LeBron sexuals or whatever. People get tired of, like, I don't dislike LeBron, I just don't like his fans. And it's not the LeBron fans that are hoop heads that people don't like. Same thing, it's not the Caitlin Clark fans that are hoop heads that people don't like. It's the Caitlin Clark fans that are new to the game and don't watch basketball like that. That's what people, and that's cool, but then want to weigh in on things as if they're basketball experts. Like, that's the part. None of us are basketball experts. Let's just get that out of there, man. But anyway, first thing we're going to do, we're going to see what Jason Whitlock had to say. And then we're going to go through this play, man, and we're just going to see, because I want y'all to see both sides of it. You got the level-headed fans, you got the fans that just feel like you can't touch anybody because they don't understand basketball. And then, you got somewhere in between. But anyway, talk to him, Jason.
Like, that hurts. Like, the ref can't miss that. And then I have to play with a contusion in my leg the rest of the game. Like, it's ridiculous. Can't miss calls like that.
That's a 3-year-old child. That's a 5-year-old. That's a 5-year-old child. Hands caught in the cookie jar, but still lying to adults.
Damn.
That's a child.
Shit.
Someone cooked here.
Come on, man.
Everything. This is my problem with Caitlin Clark, because no one can say I didn't authentically come into her WNBA
this is
experience.
True. He did defend her in the beginning.
Taking her side, calling out what I thought was BS from Angel Reese and others.
He did do this.
But here we are 3 years into her WNBA career, and it's clear as day.
What's clear as day, Jace?
She's no different than the rest of the WNBA players. She's actually worse in terms of attitude.
Damn.
Oh, I was nearly killed. I've got to play with a contusion in my thigh. But once it became time for her to flip the switch and turn into King Joffrey, the limp went away.
Show us,
instantly.
Jason. Show us what you're talking about.
I am the king. I will punish you.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like she walked over to her pretty fine. I mean, I don't know.
am the king is no true king.
Oh, man. Ref explaining some stuff
I'm
right
not
there. Looks like both of them are pretty calm. Caitlin's mad, upset, rightfully so. We're going to show you why in a second. Man, I ain't got no problem with it.
And from an analogy standpoint, the ref may have slightly pushed Caitlin Clark, or the opposing player may have slightly pushed Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark runs down to the other end of the court, pulls out a knife, and stabs the ref in the heart. And you're defending it.
And I think that's what he's saying more than anything, is that you're defending it. It's like we don't care if you're defending your player, you're gonna defend your player, but like the behavior, I guess, is what he's talking about. But it's not even about that, because so somebody dropped the play, and so this is what the play. They're saying it is an and one. I can't get mad at it or anything like that, because it is. I mean, it's a play. She goes around. There does appear to be some body contact there, but I mean, it looks like Caitlyn initiated the contact on that, man. Let's go big screen. We're gonna go big screen with it real quick. Hold on. It looks like she because they said the ref said that she initiated the contact, and from this angle, it definitely does look like she initiated the contact. You get to do this, like somebody was talking about the hip riding or whatever, bro. In the NBA, I mean WNBA, NBA, you get to do this. You can put your arm on the player as long as you don't extend it. So she's fine there. Then she passes her off, right? She's in her space. Caitlyn goes, and that elbow right there is like you know, like she's trying to hold her off. I don't think either player is wrong in that situation. And right there, you just say, okay, that's why she's talking to her, because she was the ref on the baseline. To me, no harm, no foul. That happens all the time, and she doesn't say anything about it right there. And then so she gets to the court limping and doing that stuff. I got no problem with either side of it. You feel like you got foul, you trying to sell your foul, and if the ref don't call that, but you do. As a player, you do want to come back and be like, hey man, like he got me right there. I know you ain't calling that. You know what I'm saying? Can we, you know, tighten that up next time or what have you? Now this is from a different view. This is from a reverse angle view from the floor, what have you. My man says, hey, the slows are, here you go. People are posting screenshots, so I slowed it down for them. This is why Caitlyn Clark went off on the ref, a knee to the quad after. Bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you something right here. This spoken like somebody that, now I ain't saying my man never hoop, but you like, bro, I just took a knee to the knee or a knee to the quad just thinking about playing basketball. This happens. This is not egregious. This is not nothing that's crazy, bro. Mask on. This ain't nothing that's crazy, bro. Look, like he slowed it down or what have you. This is not crazy. Like you're gonna knock knees in basketball. It is a sport. It's a contact sport, bro. Like you're gonna have some contact. Like she's going into the space, you're going into the space. I've done this tons of times, and the ref said she initiated the contact before this contact is made. Let's blow it up. Before contact is made right there, this is what I'm gonna tell you right this. It ain't a ref. There's not a ref in America that's looking at this, bro. Down here. Ain't nobody looking at the contact down unless it's a reckless closeout. What they are going to be looking at is this right here. And she's still going for the ball. She put her hand on her first. So that's what the ref is going to be looking at. And she's holding her off and she's laying it up. And it's a good play because she made the layup. Like to me, that's a phenomenal play by Caitlyn. I don't think there's any bad on the on either side. I think that you tried to make a good defensive play. She made a better offensive play. She held you off. She made the shot. Boom. I don't think that there's anything there, and especially not the hip ride, because you get to do that. And then my man said, hey man, he said, so since you slowed it down, somebody came back and said, since you slowed it down, I slowed it down even further. And it shows as if there's no contact at all, like at all. There is some contact there because when you slow things down, you do miss frames and stuff like that, but that's cool. But my man said, I slowed it down even more and there's no contact at all. And so they turned that into this right here, like, which is the crazy part to me. What dude was like, man, watch this angle of the confrontation between Caitlyn Clark and the referee, and referee Gerda Gatlin last night. Caitlyn walks away trying to defuse the situation. Gerda Gatlin follows her the entire time, continuing to chirp. And this is the part where I got with people, because we like to cut things and show them so they're favorable for somebody. So right, so we got right here. It looks like, if you look at it right here, it looks like the ref is trying to follow her and say this or say that. We're going mask on this. Say this or say that. It looks like the ref is trying to antagonize her or something like this. I'm gonna tell you straight up, when you do something like that right there, how she was yelling away, you're lucky if you don't get teed up walking away from a ref, because you don't get to get your, like they be like the refs just want to get the, bro, you don't get to get your say and then walk away from a ref. Sometimes you get ran for that. Like you're not gonna, like when I show you the other angle, so we're gonna see the entire thing, and this is why context is very important. Caitlyn Clark, because this was said, Caitlyn Clark walks up to the referee, screams directly in her face, yikes. And so we got it going right here. This is the whole thing. She comes up to the ref screaming, like, I'm not mad at this though. Like, all of this to me is basketball. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. To me, all of this is basketball. This is within the game. This is how the game goes. People yell at the ref all the time. But Now the ref is being as calm as ever. Look, she's even trying to de-escalate and saying, "Hey, listen, I understand." She's probably telling her, "I missed that one. I'll get you on the next one," or whatever like that. And she's mad. Now that's probably why she's going. Now she's still trying to just explain her position. A lot of times you walk away from the refs. I'm telling you that Draymond Green, his ass is out of the game, baby. Hey, Draymond, my favorite player in the league, bro. But he do that, he's up out of there, and we already know that, man. So which is crazy. And the craziest part was this one right here. Boy, somebody posted this right here saying, "I genuinely believe the WNBA has failed Caitlin Clark. It's an absolute disgrace. The player who has brought millions of eyes to the league," well, it was already millions of eyes, but I get what he's saying. Millions of eyes to the league has been met with resistance at every turn. At some point, coincidence stops. Bro, what is he talking about? Like, look at the play. What are they talking about, bruh? This is against the Atlanta Dream, by the way. This is a bad pick. Bro, what are we doing? Like, what does that got to do with Caitlin Clark? Anybody that knows, as I said, this is people that don't know nothing about basketball, man. Anybody know anything about basketball knows that that's a bad pick. That's the only thing that could have been, but they're trying to frame it as if they called an offensive foul on Caitlin Clark. And again, we have the play right here, and you'll be able to see it, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why they be saying they don't be liking the fans, bro. This is why. Let me see. Can we do it right here? Yeah, we'll do it right here. So, boom. She comes over. This is just a bad pick, man. What's her name? She's still moving right here. It's a bad pick. Like, if you want to argue what a bad pick is or whatever, like, we can argue that, bro. But I'll go mask off of this one right here. Listen. She's still moving when she gets there. And then they tried to cut it to be like that. But look, she's still moving, bruh. You can't move when you set a screen. And even when you set the screen, you got to be stationary for 1 second. So looking at the whole deal, when you look at what actually happened here, she's coming down. She moves into position. She is not set. She's almost set, but then you see her leaning. If she stays inside her body, you know, you might get that. It's a bad pick though. It ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin. Like what are we doing, bro? Like, I don't know. Are we all doing? Hey, I know I'm doing the video for clicks and views, so I can't get mad at nobody else for doing it, man. But like my man said, Jason Whitlock might have been a little bit over the top on that, but we know what he out here to do. He's here to move the meter. And then somebody say only one made headlines. Bro, it doesn't matter, but players get into the ref's face all the time. We don't care. Like, it's really like, we do not care. We do not care. We don't care. None of this is nothing. It's just basketball, man. Like I said, like A'ja Wilson and A'ja seemed like she's even more reserved. That's probably why it was nothing, because and then it says because Caitlin Clark is indeed. This is what I'm saying about the Caitlin Clark fans that be, bruh. She says because Caitlin Clark is the face of the league, nobody knows who A'ja is. Are you serious? Like, bruh, nobody knows who A'ja is? The person with the biggest contract in the league alongside Elena Boston, who both went to my alma mater, the University of South Carolina. Nobody knows who they are? Bro, come on, Aaliyah Boston. Like, we got to stop with this, man. Okay, so then what we say, bro, this dude right here come with the most book made joint. Just said the ball handle is inside of the content. Listen, bro, when you pick the ball up, he talking about impeding progress. This is the letter of the rule of basketball. But bro, you can't, like, basketball ain't played on paper. Like, everything is happening bang bang. Better refs ain't gonna do it. None of this stuff's gonna happen, bro. Nothing's gonna help this. It's just a basketball play, and it didn't go her way, and it's okay, man. Then somebody put this up here, bro. Like look at this part, right? Like, as if it's swollen or something, bro. That's the leg she's standing on. Like, this leg right here, she's not putting any weight on here. She's putting the weight on this leg right here. Look at the muscles right here. They're tenser than they are here. That's the leg that she's on, so this muscle is flexed, bro. It's not purple. It's not nothing, bro. Like I said, bro, what are we doing? Like, everybody. It's funny to me, man. Listen, is it a bad call? You can argue that. Do you think they missed the call? Possibly. It's very possible. But, you know, like I said, and they said that what the ref was saying was that she initiated the contact. And so my man is saying, if we're talking about basketball to the letter of the rule, which no ref in the history, the game would be, a lot of times what happens is, if something happens the ref will let it go. So if you reach and you foul me, but I got by you, the ref's not gonna call that because that's taking the advantage away from me by blowing the whistle. However, if you reach and you foul me and you got the ball, they're gonna stop play. It's just how things the referee, man. But dude says, hey, I mean, if we're really calling things to the letter of the rule and we want to nitpick, then this should have been called right here. And we're right. This is an off arm. This is what we're taught to do. Because people are going to put that hand here. You put your body in between them, you get your shoulder here, and then you fend them off with the off arm. That's why this is not called. As long as she doesn't extend this arm, they're never gonna call this. They're talking about this is hand checking. They'll never call that. That will never get called. But she did, the thing is, she made a fantastic play. She fended off one defender, fended off the second defender, made the bucket. If she would have missed that, I guarantee they would have called a foul. I guarantee it. But they saw it go in, so it just was what it was. Why LeBron catches straight, old man? My man says, get a handle here. Why the LeBron 2.0? You pushed off, you flopped, you played victim, and charges and charges the ref. Give me a break. Now, I mean, like I said, bro, I think all of this is basketball. I think this is just fine. You fend off the person with your off arm, make the layup with the other one. And like my dad used to say, like, I give you this arm because I know I'm gonna make it up with this one. So like I said, I think it's just a good basketball play. It just is what it is. But the fans, man, it just is what it is. My man says, I'm searching for the foul on Caitlin Clark, only finding Caitlin Clark pushing the defender with her offhand to create separation to lay up, which she made, and then falling on the floor to sell the call. Yeah, I can't get mad at that. Not seeing a knee by the defender. If they did knock knees, bro, you knock knees in basketball, bro. That's just what happens. I don't think there's anything was malicious here. I just don't. I think that everything was just fine. I think it was just a good basketball play by both players on both ends. Here we go with this, bro. I love how Sophie Cunningham came to Clark's rescue by inserting herself between Gerda and Caitlin. Sophie actually shoves Gerda away from Caitlin. Glad Sophie didn't get a tick for touching the ref. Bro, they never gonna call this. What are y'all talking about? She said, hold on, let me find this joint. What they're talking about when she's walking away. Okay. Let me explain what this is right here. We're gonna go mask on. So she's here. Sophie Cunningham comes to get her player because, hey, she's more or less saying, I got her. Don't worry about it. It ain't that big of a deal. I'm gonna take care of her. Now, so she's talking to both of them right now, but she's not looking at her, but she's talking to both of them. She's just trying to continue to explain what's happening. And then she gets in between them and she give her a little pat, like, I got it, don't worry about it. That's what that is, bro. Well, we gotta stop with this stuff, bro. Like I said, man, like everybody's so righteous, this and that. Sophie Cunningham is cool as hell, though. So I can't say nothing bad to say about it. The last but not least, man, we got Ian Chisholm saying ridiculous. Listen to Caitlin Clark go off on her. Caitlin wanted to walk away without even allowing the ref to explain. Yeah, right. You can't do that. The ref you're gonna get your point across. I'm gonna get my point across. We know I can't really say nothing. You're never gonna see the refs yell or anything like that. I promise you, if there was Joey Crawford, you getting ran though. It just is what it is. But then Caitlin wanted to walk out without even allowing the ref to explain, but the ref wanted to explain her thought process and what she saw. If you're gonna fuss at the ref and they don't tee you up, you should just listen to them explain. Exactly, like that's it. We aren't calling Caitlin. We aren't calling blatant reach ins. Exactly, we aren't calling blatant reach. I like that right there. We aren't calling blatant reach ins and contact to your lower body fouls as fouls because we are bad at our job, bro. Nobody calls that stuff, bro. But that's just how it goes. Nobody calls that stuff. I explained reach ins. They normally only call a reach in if you got the ball. And lower body fouls is only if you probably missed the layup or whatever like that, man. But like I said, though, you got a lot. That's the only thing. And I understand why people get mad at LeBron fans too, because a lot of LeBron fans don't watch basketball. They just watch LeBron and they never played basketball. And so the same thing with a lot of Caitlin Clark fans. They don't understand it and they never played it. So it's no point in going back and forth. But the whole point is, I thought it was a fantastic play on both ends. If you want to say anything, you can say the ref missed the call. Maybe she's going to tell her, I'll get you back next time. But she said you initiated the contact, which we saw that she did initiate the contact. And it's cool. It's a great basketball play. The defender got the worst of it. and Caitlyn made the bucket. So like I don't see why everybody's upset or mad or saying this or saying that. Like why we gotta, like, I don't know. But I guess, like I said, that's why LeBron fans, you know, people don't be liking LeBron fans or what have you, just because they be like, hey, y'all don't know nothing about basketball. But a lot of Caitlyn Clark fans, it may be the same thing. That's a call that could have gone either way. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna call it, especially if you initiate the contact, which she did, which is fine. That's part of being a good basketball player. That's why she's a great player, because she saw she was gonna get bumped. She controlled the situation and she went to the rim and laid it up. None of this is like anything that's crazy, but it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We dropping this type of heat every day of the week. It's the dry season for the NBA. I'm gonna try to get another documentary style video out today in the next couple of days. But hey, man, we got to go with the WNBA. I actually watched the WNBA. I watched the Atlanta Dream. I like watching basketball, and especially just basketball in general, but I like the WNBA. But the thing is, like, we just got to really be real about what we're seeing here. And like I said in the beginning, a lot of people, they don't play basketball. They haven't played basketball. And in that case, you're going to say that officials should officiate to the letter of the rule, but that's just never been the case, man. Am I saying that you want that to happen every time? No, there's probably some times you can probably look at 2 or 3 times in the game where the same thing happened and they gave her the foul. But, you know, like a knee contusion or whatever, knocking knees ain't serious and back. Like, if all my basketball heads tell me you gonna knock knees or you gonna catch a knee to the thigh, like, that's just gonna happen. It doesn't matter. Like, that's almost every single time you play basketball, and nobody's giving you that foul either. Dude gonna be like, bro, no, that's not a foul. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Like I said, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Till next time, it's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ. Godspeed.